Hi everyone, it's Erin. I am 30 weeks and I should always count before I start these videos. 4 days pregnant. It's Sunday and I did do this video Thursday twice. But I did them at night, and for some reason my video camera, whenever I record them in a low light setting, it looks really trippy. There's like neon yellow streaks throughout the whole video and it's hard to focus and you can't really see that well. I'm gonna have to figure out, I'm sure it's probably a setting issue. I just need to read the manual. So until then I have to sit in front of the nursery window so that there's actually light and I can do a video. But anyway, 30 weeks, that's crazy. I'm about to go 31 weeks this week. That's insane. Like, there's something about hitting the 30-week mark that really makes it feel real, like it's gonna happen. And she's so big now, when she moves, every movement, my entire stomach jiggles and moves around. And I really want to know if anybody else has had their baby do, I'm calling it like rapid fire punching or rapid fire kicking. It feels like she's in there doing this. Or she is like fluttering her feet really fast, but it is fast. It's really impressive, and I don't know why she does it. Just randomly happens sometimes, but first I thought maybe she was having a seizure, but I don't think she is. It's really weird. So if anybody else has experienced that, pretty sure she's going to be a ninja. Yeah, she's going to be a ninja baby. She's impressed me so far with her ability to move and flip and kick, and I was going to tell you guys in the video that I made Thursday that I thought she was still breech, but in the last few days I know she's turned again, because I can tell where she's kicking. She was kicking very low, and like she's trying to kick her way out. She's kicking there. But more recently, most of the movement is actually up by my ribs, and I'm having tons of acid reflux the last week, so you know, I think she's flipped again. So some of my symptoms this week, I'm going to try to make this into one video instead of two, but it may go two, I don't know, depending on how much I talk. So, one of the big symptoms this week has been acid reflux. This has been pretty much every day, usually by the afternoon. If I don't eat, or if I eat something with either citrus, chocolate, tomato, I don't know, those are really the three ones I can narrow down so far. I tend to have like a cold burning in my throat. And then, sorry, I'm really out of breath. Maybe it'll help if I lean back. I feel like I can't breathe when she's pushing up on my diaphragm or whatever. Anyway, one night, this is really gross, so if you get grossed out really easy, you might want to skip forward like probably 60 seconds or so. But one night, I had pizza. I hadn't had a certain kind of pizza since my husband had been gone in September. So I thought I would treat myself and spoil myself and have some pizza, and that was the worst decision I could have made. I had acid reflux all night long. Went to sleep. About an hour after I went to sleep, I had like, this is really gross, I had like volcanic acid shooting up out of my throat into my nasal cavity, back down into my lungs. This was while I was asleep, mind you. Like, it scared the crap out of me. Like, I was choking and coughing and I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't breathe. Ugh. I had to wake up and, you know, brush my teeth, gargle water. I ate like 4 Tums and I had to prop myself up. Apparently, I mean, it was not going to let up. It was like that all night long. I had to prop myself up on extra pillows, and it's really gross. So I actually ended up having to call in sick that morning because I didn't get any sleep. And when I did fall asleep, finally at the end, I fell asleep like that, and my neck made me, it was really sore. It made me have a really bad headache. So I called in sick for a morning and I went in after lunch. All because I ate pizza. So don't eat pizza if you have acid reflux. Another symptom is being short of breath, which I'm sure you guys can hear me breathing over here like Darth Vader, but she's moving a lot. I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath hardly ever, especially if I talk or walk. I'm sitting there on the couch, I can breathe. And fatigue. I have been so tired this last week, really the last week and a half. Feels like I just hit a brick wall. I didn't realize how much energy I really had in the second trimester, but holy crap, like I'm so tired. Halfway through the day, I want to go home. I'm pretty much worthless. I come home, I ordered pizza this week because I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything. On the weekends, I really haven't even accomplished anything. It's Sunday. I've got to go do some laundry. I've got to do stuff. Anyway, so yeah. I also, a week ago, so last Sunday, I started to have some really sharp stomach pain. And by stomach pain, I don't mean my actual stomach. I mean where the baby is, my tummy. I was having shooting pains up and down from the groin all the way up past the belly button and back down. I got really concerned. I was grocery shopping, and the pain started and they did not let up. I probably was in there for maybe 30 minutes. I almost took myself to the hospital. It hurt so bad. Well, it hurt pretty bad, but then it was also just so scary that it was happening. And then as soon as I sat in my car after I put my groceries in there, started to get better. And I thought, well, maybe I just needed to sit down. So I went home, put my groceries away, and I sat down again, and probably within 30 seconds, it was 90% of them were gone, and the rest of them faded within an hour. Like, it was just, I guess I had overdone it. And that was last Sunday, and I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. So I figured I would just wait till my doctor's appointment. She was still moving. Once I sat down, I felt fine, so I didn't go to the doctor then. But I did talk to her about it on Tuesday, and my doctor, and she was saying the same thing. It probably was because I had done so much Sunday. Even though I was tired, I pushed myself to run errands and go to Lowe's and clean the house, and, you know, I just overdid it. So, lesson learned, and if anyone out there is having sharp stomach pains, just sit down for a few minutes and see if it goes away. Probably seems like common sense to most people, but maybe I'm a little slow. I don't know. And then I told you in my last video that I would tell you about my doctor's appointment. So, I did ask her about going on half days because I do have some pretty decent swelling in my ankles and feet. Probably 2 out of every 3 days, and in my hands, and I'm also really tired. So I don't know about your guys' doctor, but my doctor said that she does not prescribe half days, or she doesn't, you know, say anything about half days. The only thing that she really does is she says whether or not you need bed rest, and I don't need bed rest at this point. So she said for half days, that's something that I need to work out with my boss and talk to him about, and they're pretty understanding. Actually, tomorrow when I go to work on Monday, I'm going to let them know that I would like to start half days in January. So I'll be 34 weeks. Right now might be a little bit early to go on half days anyway, so that might be better, but at least that'll go through the holidays, and I'll, you know, cover the front office until people get back from their vacations and everything, and then I can go on half days. And after I'm done with my day of work, I can go home and put my feet up and take a nap and slow it down and prepare for baby. So I feel like I have so much left to do. And I also discussed with my doctor an option that some people may have negative comments about, but I feel comfortable with it and my doctor feels comfortable with it, so I feel like that's the most important thing. She said that we might induce me up to 1 week early. Now, looking at a calendar and figuring out dates, I think it would really be more like 4 or 5 days early, so that's not much. I mean, that's just, I don't think that would be that big a deal. And of course they would check me. They would check me out and they would check the baby out and make sure that everybody is ready to go. I wouldn't put myself in harm's way or the baby in harm's way for any reason. But the reason we might induce is because my doctor is 27 weeks pregnant and I am 30 weeks pregnant. And I love her. I want her to be my doctor. I want her to deliver. I want her to be there. And if I end up going much past my due date, she's not going to be able to, because she's going to be, you know, she's going to be on bed rest or she's going to be going into labor. So, if my situation was different, maybe I would consider having another doctor in the hospital deliver. But the way I look at it is like, my husband's not going to be there. My family's probably not going to make it in time. I've hired a doula. And other than that, I have a friend who, I mean, she has a job too, but she says she's going to try to be there to take pictures. So I'm going to be like with possibly a friend and somebody that I hire. Like, that's it. And then I'm by myself. I feel like it's very important for me to have a doctor that I trust and that I already know. Like, she's so awesome. I seriously cannot stress how much I love her. So I think it's important for me to have somebody there that I trust and know and feel comfortable with. So anyway, that actually may be February 11th. So if that works out for her schedule, we'll probably confirm that in the next few appointments. And who knows, I may go before then anyway. I may only go to 38 weeks naturally and have, you know, go into labor by myself. My mom went like 16 days early with her first. So it's possible. And weight gain. I was so disappointed with myself. I have gained 28 pounds as of 30 weeks. My healthy range to gain for the entire pregnancy was 25 to 35. My doctor said that most people in that range typically go up to 40 anyway. So if I gain 1 pound for the rest, 1 pound a week for the rest of my pregnancy, you know, I'm going to be just fine. But I don't know. 28 pounds is a lot already at 30 weeks. Like, since the last appointment, I mean, I must have gained 2 pounds a week. It's really hard to see the scale go up like that. If anybody else is struggling with seeing the scale go up, you can let me know I'm not alone. I don't know why it's so hard for me. I understand there's a baby and I understand there's all of that, but it plays with your mind a lot when you see the scale. So hopefully after I have her, I will happily see the scale go back down. And I'm still measuring 2 weeks ahead. They measure from the top, the fundus, to the bottom. And I'm still measuring 2 weeks ahead. So at my 30 week, I was measuring, I think it was 32 weeks in 1 day or something. So I've been measuring ahead since 25 weeks. I guess, I don't know if that means I'm big or she's big.